Number 10. Dadakun wa koi wo shinai. Love has never really been a concern for Mitsuyoshi Tada, and as the aspiring photographer enters his second year of high school, it truthfully couldn't be further from his mind. However, things start to change after he meets a bright and bubbly foreigner named Teresa Wagner while taking pictures of a cherry blossom tree. After she asks him to photograph her, the two soon separate, only to meet each other again twice more that same day. Finding Teresa just as she is caught in a sudden downpour, Tada invites her to his family's coffee shop to dry off. There, she explains that she was separated from her traveling companion, a no-nonsense redhead named Alexandra Alec Magritte. When Alec reunites with Teresa shortly after, they say their goodbyes, expecting to part ways for good, but the two unexpectedly show up as transfer students in his class the next day. Teresa and Alec quickly get used to their lives at Koinohoshi High School, and decide to join Tada in the photography club, along with his narcissistic friend Kaoru Ijuin, the idol-obsessed Hajime Sugimoto, serious class rep Hinako Hasegawa, and the dog-like Kentaro Yamashita. With these two peculiar additions to his equally eccentric group of friends, Tada's second year of high school is about to get even livelier, and he might need to start rethinking his approach to love. Number 9. Nagano Asuka. Long ago, all humans lived beneath the sea. However, some people preferred the surface and abandoned living underwater permanently. As a consequence, they were stripped of their God-given protection called Ena, which allowed them to breathe underwater. Over time, the rift between the denizens of the sea and of the surface widened, although contact between the two people still existed. Nagi no Asukara follows the story of Hikari Sakishima and Manaka Mukaido, along with their childhood friends Chisaki Hiradaira and Kaname Isaki, who were forced to leave the sea and attend a school on the surface. There, the group also meets Sumugu Kihara, a fellow student and fisherman who loves the sea. Hikari and his friends' lives are bound to change as they deal with the deep-seated hatred and discrimination between the people of the sea and of the surface, the storms in their personal lives, as well as an impending tempest which may spell doom for all people who dwell on the surface. Number 8. Bungako Shoujo Movie. The protagonist of the story, Konoha Inoue, is a seemingly normal second-year student. His high school life, other than a hinted incident 2 years ago, can be summed up as normal, if one can dismiss the secret fact that he used to be a female best-selling romance author. Due to that incident, however, he has vowed never to write again. This continued on until he was forced to join the literary club by its president, the third-year female student Amano Tuko, a beautiful girl who has a taste for eating literary works. Konoha has been tasked with writing her snack every day after school. Number 7. Photokano. Kazuya, a mild-mannered high school sophomore coming to the end of a very average summer break, receives a digital single-lens reflex camera as a gift. His nerdy fascination with its design soon turns to wonder when he realizes this little gadget could really give his social life a shot in the arm. Number 6. Netouraigakuen. Very little changes in Kenji Seki's daily routine. Every morning he takes his dog to the beach in hopes of catching a glimpse of his classmate Kaori Harukawa while she surfs. Afterward, he meets up with his neighbor and childhood friend, Natsuki Suzura, and they walk to school. In essence, he lives an idyllic life where the only thing he has to worry about is how to finally confess his feelings to Kaori. The routine of Kenji's life is interrupted by the arrival of a mysterious transfer student. Ryoichi Kyogu, who claims to be a psychic, has both the charisma and popularity that Kenji has always dreamed of. Before long, Kaori begins to show feelings for Ryoichi, and Natsuki becomes distant wherever Kenji tries to talk about his feelings. As Kenji's life is thrown into disarray, how will Ryoichi's arrival impact those around him? Netouraigakuen follows these formerly typical high school students as they become involved with the supernatural. Number 5. Kokoro Connect. When 5 students at Yamaboshi Academy realize that there are no clubs where they fit in, they band together to form the Student Cultural Society, or STU-CS for short. The club consists of Taichi Yagashi, a hardcore wrestling fan, Iori Nagase, an indecisive optimist, Himeko Inaba, a calm computer genius, Yui Kiriyama, a petite karate practitioner, and Yoshifumi Aoki, the class clown. One day, Aoki and Yui experience a strange incident when, without warning, they switch bodies for a short period of time. As this supernatural phenomenon continues to occur randomly among the 5 friends, they begin to realize that it is not just fun and games. Now forced to become closer than ever, they soon discover each other's hidden secrets and emotional scars, which could end up tearing the STU-CS apart along with their friendship. Number 4. Glass Lip. What if you held the power to hear the voices or see fragments of images from the future? Would that be a good thing or a bad thing? Glass Lip follows the life of Toko Fukami, an aspiring glass artist born from a glass artisan family. She enjoys her worry-free life in Fukui, save for the fragments of future images that she sees on occasion. On her 18th summer, she meets the transfer student Kakeru Okikura at her school, and then again at her favorite cafe called Kazemichi together with all 4 of her friends. The voices from the future lead Kakeru to Toko, and his arrival disrupts her mediocre existence. All 6 of the friends must face their most unforgettable summer full of hope, affection, and heartache. Number 3. Kimi No Arrow. Haruto Kirishima lived a calm life out in the countryside, away from the fast-paced life of the city. Then, Yusuke Eba appeared in his life out of nowhere, having come from Tokyo to briefly live with her family. Their time together left him enamored with the memories of that short period before she just as abruptly disappeared from his life and left him full of questions. Kimi no Irumachi begins sometime later, after Haruto moves to Tokyo to live with his sister and pursue a career as a cook, against his wishes to be with Yusuke. Things don't start well. When he arrives, he is mistaken for a burglar and attacked by his sister's neighbor, Mishima Asuka. After the misunderstanding is cleared, his feelings begin to waver. Is Eba, who seems to be avoiding him for no reason, the one for him? Or is it Asuka? Number 2. Anonatsu Demateru. While testing out his camera on a bridge one summer night, Kaito Kirishima sees a blue light streaking across the sky, only to be blown off the railing seconds later. Just before succumbing to unconsciousness, a hand reaches down to grab a hold of his own. Dazed and confused, Kaito wakes up the next morning wondering how he ended up back in his own room with no apparent injuries or any recollection of the night before. As he proceeds with his normal school life, Kaito and his friends discuss what to do with his camera, finally deciding to make a film with it over their upcoming summer break. Noticing that Kaito has an interest in the new upperclassman Ichika Takatsuki, his friend Tetsuro Ishigaki decides to invite her, as well as her friend Rimon Yamano, to join them in their movie project. In what becomes one of the most entertaining and exciting summers of their lives, Kaito and his friends find that their time spent together is not just about creating a film, but something much more meaningful that will force them to confront their true feelings and each other.
This is the future. Human error. Evolution.
Number 1. Niver. Katsuhiro Agata is a quiet and reserved teenage boy whose sense of pain has all but vanished. His friend, Chidori Takashiro, can only faintly remember the days before Katsuhiro had undergone this profound change. Now, his muffled and complacent demeanor make Katsuhiro a constant target for bullies, who exploit him for egregious sums of money. But their fists only just manage to make him blink, as even emotions are far from his grasp. However, one day Katsuhiro, Chidori, and 4 other teenagers are abducted and forced to join the Kizuna system as official Kiznivers. Those taking part are connected through pain. If one member is injured, the others will feel an equal amount of agony. These individuals must become the lab rats and scapegoats of an incomplete system designed with world peace in mind. With their fates literally intertwined, the Kiznivers must expose their true selves to each other or risk failing much more than just the Kizuna system.
Alright everyone, that's it for today's video. Did you guys enjoy this list? Or find any anime you're interested in? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments, and please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you're new, remember to turn on notifications for more upcoming top 10 videos.